Oh, there it goes. Hello, this is Principles of Management. The first, I don't even know what to call this assignment. Introduction. There you go. My name is Randy Terrell Donald II, Jr., whatever. There is a third. He is a bit of a Maryland Mall savant. Um, thank God. Um, I have two children. My wife and I separated during COVID. Since 2020, I've been through a lot. I even went bald. It's been a lot. I am going through my midlife crisis. I'm okay with that. I mean, I've always been a car guy, but I did go ahead and buy my little like midlife crisis car because why not? Just why not? Italian sports car. Anyway, a management experience. I started off doing work for my grandmother from the day I was born on the farm to when I turned 5. And Grandpa got you to go and work in the oil and gas industry, downhole drilling tools shop that he had. Yeah, and so I learned oil and gas industry and math and science and very well educated. My parents made sure that, like, I went to A&M Consolidated High School where Texas A&M is at. So I could be surrounded by professors that were waiting for their spouse to graduate so they teach high school for a year or two. It was great. Loved it. With management, when I got in the oil and gas industry, I did some restaurants and stuff, of course. I still love restaurants and bars. I've worked gay bars, biker bars. Guess which one's tougher? Neither. The lesbian bars. They're always tougher. Um, am openly bi. Well, I was bi till I found out I was pan. And I'm like, I've been doing that for years. Um, in the 90s in Deep East Texas, so I had to learn how to defend myself a little. Um, but I'm very much pacifist. Who wants to hurt anybody? I didn't even hurt anybody. Anyway, so I've go on forever. Management. When I was doing the oil and gas industry, I'm good at the math, so they kept moving me up. I'd make enough money, I'd go back to college, run out of college money, go back to the oil and gas industry when the oil and gas industry was down, which it often is. Well, we shouldn't have it anyway, but if you ever need to know anything about it, I'll tell you. And so I would just go back and they just give me a better job. Before I know it, they're like, okay, cool. And then sometime in the early 2000s, Dad called up and said, hey, they're paying over $1,000 a day. If you can do the math, they don't care if you have a degree. You're an engineer. And I'm like, be on the plane tomorrow. So, and then I got caught up in life. And so I'm a returning student. Um, like I said, a lot of stuff during COVID happened. I got one of those fancy COVID divorces. And my secondary is now my primary. And my boyfriend's in Portland. Um, let's see. Other management. I guess my favorite management job was I got one of my friends' dads is a Greek man, Greek mafioso. He comes to me. I'm working at a bar, and he owns. And he says, "Terrell, you're fired." And I went, "What do I do?" He goes, "Don't worry about that. We have good opportunity for manager at Quiznos." And I'm like, "What?" So I get the management Quiznos, and that's where I really. This is like '98. I mean, I'm barely 2021, and yeah, you can do the math. I'm 46. Um, and so I developed the management skill as everybody's trained. If I have to tell you to do something as a team, I don't need you. We come in, we do our thing. We hired, like, I know it sounds horrible, but we actually hired the poorest girl from every sorority so all her friends came in. That wasn't my idea. Well, kind of, but it kind of developed into that. That's a horrible way of putting it. And of course, first thing I did was hire my replacement. And up till about a year and a half ago, after she retired, she was there. Same one. I had the number one store in the world till the Denver airport Quiznos opened, and then they beat me, but I'm like, oh, whatever. Um, let's see. Experience was great. I really enjoyed just cutting up with people, just setting a good attitude, showing people like, hey, we're gonna be here anyway. You know, it's like Matthew McConaughey says, you know, you know, do the best you can, have as much fun when you can when you're stuck in this place. You know, don't say stuck, but you know. And so I really kind of lived by that philosophy. We did grow up in the same town. Anyway, Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey, great audiobook. Perfect. Like, great for the road trip. Just download it when you're in the Dakotas and there's no radio. So do that one. I can go on experience changed me in any ways. Yeah, because every time I've done something different, I adjust. And I think that some of the readings that CK gave us was, Cynthia, gave us was like learning how to develop personal skills. And one of the things that was in there was like, you're always going to gravitate towards one set of standards. And don't do that. You need to, every person's individual, every person's different, every person has their own needs. If you've got a single mom who needs to take her kid in on Tuesday afternoons and get dropped off for 2 hours, who cares? If she wants to bring someone in, don't care. Stay-at-home dad wants to bartend, that's fine, but he can't bring the kid into the bar. You know, although I was bartending in San Antonio and did that one afternoon, I had the afternoon shift, and my wife was making great career moves, and the oil field was down. So I took my kid into the bar in the early afternoon for like an hour while we opened. We weren't open, but like while I opened, and my wife got off work and came and picked the kid up. That happened for a few weeks. So leniency and for your employees and even yourself. And one of the things I learned is be hard on yourself, but don't be hard on yourself. Be understanding of your employees. So I could go on my management stuff. I've owned several businesses, landscaping in my early 20s, back to consulting in the oil and gas industry. I have a co-show from OSHA. And so anyway, so I dropped out of Evergreen to go make money, and life happened, had kids, and you know, after that wonderful virus gave us so much new perspective on life, I decided I need to finish up school. There's no reason not to. And my brother, who's a lawyer, is like, dude, you're just going to keep going. I just know you're going to keep going to school until you just start teaching somewhere. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, professorship. You'll be worth it. You get old enough, people think you know what you're talking about. I'm like, oh, thanks. Thanks, Travis. Let's see. Yeah, I could go on personal goals for the program. Develop myself emotionally, physically, mentally. Not physically right now because I kind of fell. I was doing a rock climbing demonstration and I fell on my tailbone. So I'm sitting on one of those little round cushion holes in it. So I'm doing my best to be vulnerable and give this to the class to let you know that you can do it too. I've gone through a lot, and I want everyone to know that I have a 100% open door policy. Doesn't matter what. If you're going through a hard time in life and you need someone to talk to, I will give you my phone number right now. Call me or text me 512-592-1118. That's 512 Austin area code, 592 Austin cell phone code, 1118. And yeah, give me a call, text. If I'm not awake, I won't answer, but because I treat my phone like a house phone. But yeah, I look forward to working with everyone this quarter, and let's rock this out. I'm really excited. Oh, and the last thing, I have a goal. Question that I like answered immediately. Why does Evergreen not have an MBA program?